现在是我预产期当天，也就是孕40周的下午4点半，我有感觉到10分钟一次的宫缩，每次持续30秒左右。我刚才给我医生打电话说了下情况，他让我现在就去医院，所以我刚刚收拾了一下，再来记录一下我跟宝宝合体的最后时刻就出发啦。今天天气真好啊！我们到医院了。好熟悉啊！我们先来到一个小房间里，然后给检查一下开指的情况，再决定收不收我们，要不要进到里边的病房。现在正在宫缩。
还没早，还早，那就开始加油了。
我妈让他们加油，他们就加油。
估计到时候他们差不多快睡觉了。
我们在说七七和小鱼，刚才给我发语音信息过来说：“妈妈加油，加油，怎么说的？加油，加油，加油！”刚才护士来过了，然后检查了一下，现在是已经开了4指了，所以继续留在这儿观察，他要时不时的过来给量一下。胎心监护和那个宫缩检测都上了，我们在这儿等一段时间，然后过会儿我的医生会过来。现在他虽然是开了4指了，但是我还是隔个10来分钟宫缩一次，然后每次的时候有30秒到40秒，就还好，不是很疼。刚才我们医生来说让我下地走2个小时，就是加快小孩的入盆开指。现在我们下到这个医院里的小花园里来走上2个小时，听起来有点热，走一会儿就回到屋里去，走一会儿再回到医院里去走，反正走2个小时吧。现在宫缩还是10分钟一次。我们回来了，换衣服，然后再来检查。宫缩是5分钟左右，等几分钟后，护士就过来再查一下钙质的情况。对，内检。很多人说内检很疼，我觉得还 OK， 就是你放松，然后是有点不舒服，但不至于说很疼。
You're like 6 centimeters.
晚上10点钟，我被护士推到了楼上的产房。产房就是这个样子的。
Really good.
现在宫缩已经很剧烈了，每隔5分钟一次，每次持续1分钟。就是你产程越往后，你宫缩时候疼痛的感觉是越剧烈的。But I still feel the pressure.
Okay. Try not to push with that pressure, okay? Because we don't know if you're 10 centimeters, and you could do some damage down there, you know?
这次生产我没有用无痛，我之所以这样选择，是因为我之前1胎的时候就用的无痛，然后2胎的时候呢用的没有用无痛。经过这2次的比较呢，我就觉得不用无痛这个情况对我而言呢更适合，因为生产痛我结合着呼吸的话是可以忍受的，而且不打无痛的话，我能够更好的发力，就是 push 这个小孩往下走，就是生得更快，产程要短一些，对产道的伤害更小。
Okay.
I'm on the bush.
Okay, breathe through these, okay?
Hold on.
Hold on for me.
She's coming like in 3 minutes.
Hold for me. Breathe, 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 okay? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe,
这个
breathe,
开始
breathe. I'm just gonna take a look, okay? Hey, Dr. Cameron, this is Mel. Oh, there you are.
哦，
She said, I need to push. I said, okay, great. Okay, all right, go ahead. Yeah, that's perfect. And then I'm gonna put this one underneath you.
我这个要垫起来吗？
Do you like the iodine test, Dr. Cameron? Yes.
Oh, there's another contraction. So I still need to hold it.
Okay, do what you need to do, but
Ah. Ah. Ah.
Dad, you want to cut the cord? You want to cut the cord? Okay, on the next one, let's have a baby, okay?
Are you sure I can have it? I feel so.
You want to push right now? If you want to, put your hands behind your knees.
I'm putting poo-poo.
You're not poo-pooing. It's not very sexual, is it?
That's the same feeling.
You ready? You ready to push?
Really hard. Come on. Hold your breath a little bit longer. There you go. Look, because you're almost there.
You're doing good. All right, moms, can you reach underneath?
It's
Now I say, you put your hands behind your knees.
okay. Behind the knees, behind the knees.
All right, you ready to push? Okay.
Behind the knee, behind the knee. Yes, yes. Yes, so you can push. Okay. Remember, breathe. Push. Not just muscle.
Yeah, I can see his head when you push.
Ouch.
But I have a push right there. I can see his head.
Do you want the baby on your chest?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna open up your gown a little bit so we can put the baby straight on your chest.
The water is broken.
Yeah.
I poo-poo. I feel a poo-poo.
That's your baby.
You did not poop. That's the pressure of that baby's head so low. There's no poop coming out.
Okay.
I'm standing right here. I would see it if there was, and there's no poop. So don't even worry about
We
that.
don't care if you are.
And you couldn't keep from doing it anyway.
Because
But she would have watching her.
It's going right now.
Having another contraction.
Once you pull back on those legs, put your chin on your chest, hold your breath.
You ready?
Push your really hard in.
Are you having one?
Okay, okay, there's that hip. Come on, push. Harder. There you go. It's coming.
Yeah. Nice job, Mom.
About 3 chops. Got it.
I'm gonna wrap them up.
It's okay, it's okay.
Here, and I'm gonna get a new one.
Okay, it's okay.
Hello.
Yes, the pressure.
So much better.
你出来了，你好准时啊 ！So good, baby.
Just like it was
今天怎么是 everything come out？ 我长得像你，医生就说我长得像你。睡着了，还打呼噜呢。
哎，但是眼睛大，眼睛大，看见没有？哎呦，
你怎么就看着他眼睛大？
你看眼睛大呀，眼睛很长啊。
没有那种。哎呀，你小。
但是他嘴唇像你，上嘴唇翘着。
啊，好好好，妈妈懂了。Hello， 哥哥姐姐都在等着你出生呢，他明天就能看你哈。哎呦，睁开眼睛了，睁开眼睛了。
两眼睁开了。
你的小脚，You're so fine。好，他喜欢我抱着他，你看吧。我只要把手松开，他就不舒服。你不看看，对啊，看他吃手呢，他是不是饿了？你吃慢慢奶哈。
Hello。
Prince, and then we'll get Mom up to the bathroom and let him hang out here. Or Dad, you can hold him if you want.
Okay.
Here in a second, I'll get him wrapped up after I do his footprints. Got it.
Brilliant.
I just now saw that.
那这就是我的生产过程啦，希望没有吓到大家。其实顺利的顺产不会这么痛，我生小鱼的时候也没打无痛，就一声不吭的就把它生出来了。所以这次生产我就想把它记录下来，给大家缓解生产焦虑。结果没想到遇上了枕后位，所以如果有吓到你的话，抱歉。同时我也想感谢这些年坚持健身运动的自己，要不是有力的核心肌群和有力的 push，这次我很可能会顺转剖，也不敢想象小树会怎样。嗨，大家好，我们要出院了，因为医生检查我和小树都很正常，可以回家了。大家看我的肚子还这么大，好像里面还有一个娃。不过我不着急，它会慢慢消下去的，因为它现在主要是特别松，用手往里推的话，它就能缩进去不少。